Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the show. It is The Arena, coming to you live from our studios at iBrandTV here in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Samson Olede. We begin the show today starting with some business news, and we'll definitely start from motorsports. Netflix isn't the only company looking to Formula One to make a move in live sports broadcasting. China Telecom is reportedly closing in on local digital rights for Formula One. Should the deal be finalized, it would represent a significant expansion for the telecommunications giant, which hasn't been a major player in sports broadcasting. Anyways, it's time to talk football on the show, and as I said, and I have a guest here with me. Akim Olaiwaju joins me on the show today. Akim, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, my friend. Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, let's start with, the African Cup of Nations 2023 qualifiers. Yesterday we had action, Algeria against Tanzania, 2-0 that ended. Algeria 4 points clear at the top of the table. What do you make of their performance last night?
Well, that's a very good one. Coupled with the fact that the last African Cup of Nations, they didn't actually do...
As defending champions, they crashed out first round.
So the onus is actually rest on them to actually rewrite their history. So,
yes.
And they are actually doing their job wonderfully. 4 points. And the remaining match, if they can be able to get 6 more points, they are through.
Yes. I'm talking about the group, Algeria's group. You can be rest assured that you have Algeria, you have Niger Republic, you have Tanzania, and Uganda. The Ugandans are not, a formidable force right now as we've expected, but Tanzania as well are faltering. It's Niger Republic who are second, with having amassed 2 points. That's 2 points from 2 games. But Algeria with a perfect start, 2 wins from 2. Tanzania and Uganda both have a point. The top 2 teams qualifies from this group. Again, with Algeria, who are you looking at? I mean, I think it's signed, sealed, and delivered that Algeria will go through.
I think Algeria and Tanzania should be able to go through.
To be able to go through. Because right now...
I watched the highlights of Uganda...
Niger Republic, 1-1 that ended.
It was not so spectacular. Niger is with 2 points now.
Yes, so, 2 points from 2 games.
So, and I couple with a very rich culture of the youthful team of Tanzania, I believe they can be able to get out of that group. I think they can come second.
Okay, let's see how that pans out. Talking about Tanzania also making it through. Remember, the Tanzanian national team was once coached by our own legend, Emmanuel Amuneke, at some point. So we wish them all the best in that regard. Let's turn our attention now to the shores of Europe. The UEFA Nations League is ongoing. And yesterday, what a match. Poland against Belgium. 6-1 that ended in favor of the Belgians. I mean, Belgium were trailing. Lewandowski scored first to put Poland ahead. But what happened after that goal? Because they just collapsed. They considered 6 goals. So where did it go wrong for Poland? Where did, Belgium get it right?
Well, actually, if you look at the crop of players that Belgium have in their possession now, you can't compare it to what
Poland has, apparently.
The only person I can single out of the Poland team is the Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski,
and, So, looking at the Belgian team, they have world-class player as at now. They have Lukaku, they have Eden Hazard, they have the Hazard brother, they have
Kevin De Bruyne, Alex Witsel.
No, there is a complete team, and coupled with the fact that they are one of the top 10 best team in the whole world presently. I think Belgium is the best team in the whole world as of now, and champions will always want to be champion, and they have actually reclaimed that they are champion. So I wish them all the best, and I believe in their other subsequent game they will do well. Even in the World Cup, I know they will do well
as well. Okay, let's see how that pans out. Remember, the Belgians also suffered a humiliating loss in the first round, talking about the 4-1 loss to Netherlands. But it's good to see them respond this way. They considered, as I said earlier in the game, but Alex Witsel got them rolling, and then behind Trossard's race, they were able to turn the game around. 6-1 that ended in a very astonishing way, it must be said. Moving on from there now, let's talk about Wales. Yes, the Welsh national team were in action as well yesterday night. Fresh from qualifying for their World Cup, their first World Cup appearance in over 64 years. So many Welsh fans were expecting so much from these fans and from these players, and they held Netherlands until the very last minute, or second rather, of the game, where they considered that goal. 2-1 it ended, with Netherlands, winning courtesy of Weghorst's, last-minute header, or last-second header, rather. For Wales, is it an improvement from their performance against Ukraine?
Well, their standard is not coming down yet.
Yes.
That's a game of football. When you lose concentration at any point of the game, just like when Nigeria played Brazil in 1996 Olympics.
Yes, the Olympics.
In 1998 Olympics, you could see that when you have a team that is actually determined and focused, Netherlands, they are going through rebuilding process.
Yes, under now.
And you can see that there are a lot of things that are actually coming to place now. The Wales team, they just played their final qualifier World Cup.
Yes.
And you can see now they are coming to play the
UEFA Nations League.
So all in all, I couldn't say, but I know something must have actually go wrong at the tail end of that particular game.
Lapse in concentration.
But I believe in their subsequent game they will come out stronger.
Okay, let's preview today's games. The big one for virtually all Nigerian fans is our own, opener when it comes to the AFCON 2023 qualifiers against Sierra Leone. The last time Sierra Leone were here, sometime last year, we knew what happened. We're 4 goals up, and we considered 4 goals. The match ended in a stalemate, 4-4. This time around, do you think Osipesere's men can keep their concentration level and get the job done? His first 2 matches, though friendly matches against Mexico and Ecuador, all ended in defeat.
Yes. Well, the beginning may not actually be smooth, but I give kudos to the discipline that the coach has actually instilled in the team in general. Okay. But I will not want Nigerians or our brothers out there to actually put much faith in this particular first game, coupled with the fact that the large majority of the players that play the friendly will not be in this, will not definitely, possibly will not be in this particular game. But my advice for the coach is that at least 75% of the team that play the friendly should be included in today's game, and by so doing, the confidence of the player like this I expected him to be, irrespective of whether Osimhen is actually around. I want him to actually start the game. That shows that the coach actually know what he actually wants also. So, but I know there are a lot of pressure on the coach. Trying to dump the home-based player and use the foreign-based player. But all in all, at least if Nigeria can get a 1-0 scoreline or 2-0 scoreline, it will not be a bad idea.
Okay, looking at the match itself, I mean, yes, you want to refer to last year because that was a monumental collapse from 4 goals up to, ending the match in a draw. But going forward now, it's a different coach. It's not going to roll. We're also looking at, a coach who is coming up with a different style of play, that those who, over the course of 180 minutes from the friendly matches said, okay, yes, maybe we're seeing flashes of, a change in style, in terms of football style, but it is not permanent yet. Do you think during the short time he has worked with the players, would see something different in terms of playing style? Can the players, within this short time, really assimilate the footballing ideas?
Well, actually, yes and no. Okay. I'm saying. Well, I'm sure that what the coach will actually be looking at is just to get victory at all costs, because he has actually shot himself in the leg saying that he is here in Nigeria to actually win the Nations Cup. Yeah. And I believe it's a tall order, and I believe it takes a large number of time to actually get a team to win the Nations Cup, a team that you are just coming in as a starter. But all in all, the 2 friendly matches show us that the coach knows what he's doing. We cannot compare Pesero with General. They are 2 different tacticians coming from from 2 different countries, and the style of play that he played against Mexico and Ecuador, you will see they change from 4-4-2 to 3-5-2, and you can see the pattern of play is quite different, and that alone also might give a lot of development and give the necessary result. Coupled with the fact that we have a very top striker we have very quality strikers in our team, so they can be able to get the job done. But all in all, I'm sure that the coach, anyhow, the result that should be the result.
Okay. It's not debatable talking about our attacking talents. It's always been about the defensive frailties of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, especially the last line of defense, which is the goalkeeper. And we've had issues. Is Uzoho our best, goalkeeper? Is Maduka Okoye even fit enough to be number one for the entire nation? These are where the question marks lies, especially the defensive aspect of things. Offensively, we're good to go. Another blockbuster we have, I'm talking about the AFCON Cup of Nations under 2023 qualifiers tonight, is Morocco against South Africa. On paper, this is, a big match, and it should be really when you consider the both teams. But you think Morocco at home with, home advantage will get better of South Africa?
Something is this is a very, very big question. But I must say that South Africa, they've actually invest so much in football,
yes,
especially
yes,
the youth team, and it saddened my heart that they've only been able to get just few results.
Yeah.
But this game tonight, Morocco as well, they have actually done well in terms of youth development, but we can't compare it to what South Africa have actually done.
Yes.
But I believe the game tonight is going to be two champions coming to put heads together. But all in all, the match may not actually go in favor of South Africa.